Hey, welcome to another edition of Farm Talk Friday. It's November 15th, 2024. I'm Ken Jordan. This is my beautiful wife, Giovanna.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Angel.
It's Friday. We're doing the Farm Talk thing.
We're here in Costa Rica, coming from our little permaculture farm. Different backdrop for you today.
We're at the OG site, but outside on our deck. I don't think we've ever done this before. It's a very awkward shot, to be honest.
Yeah, but it looks great.
The green looks great, yeah. And we can't really, it's just starting to rain. We're getting a lot of rain these days.
Okay, listen.
It'll be a short one.
Here's the farm report. Everything is soaked. Drowning, soaked. And demasiado. This is too much rain. We've had several storm systems come through. I don't know how much of that you can hear.
Yeah. Can you even hear us? Yeah. Hey, Hope, can you hear us?
I think they can hear us. So, we moved down here about 8.5 years ago from Los Angeles. I was in a band called the Crystal Method. My wife has an amazing nonprofit called Green Wave. You can check that out at greenwave.eco. So we just kind of give you updates, and it's also our diary. So,
yes.
Okay, honey, what's happening?
Okay, usually we start with the ad, but we don't have one this week. We're just going, woo! It's like hours in advance of when we normally do it because we're going to the city. I'm dressed for dinner already because once we get there, we're going straight to dinner.
Hope and DJ Shu!
Woo-woo! So tomorrow we're seeing Smashing Pumpkins.
We are.
Dios quiere, if Dios quiere.
Hey, that's pretty cool. We're seeing Smashing Pumpkins in Costa Rica.
Yeah, that should be cool. So we saw Sir Paul last week, and now we're going to see Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, about a week and a half ago, and tomorrow night Smashing Pumpkins.
Yep.
Excelente, Wes Bannon, the Human Cannon.
Woo!
I think it's just Wes Bannon.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, I guess you can tell us. You can update us, Wes, in the comments. Okay, so I want to tell you some things. So I write down notes sometimes throughout the week. I don't think I told you, but I saw what we call a spy bird.
Yeah.
And I startled it, I think. I walked up upon it. It was sitting in like a tree, which I never see. We always see them like in the ground. And it was wet and soaked. And it was just looking at me like, oh, you caught me. And I don't want to move now. And yeah, I'm miserable. And at some point it did fly away, but it was really cool. I hadn't ever seen one quite like that. I've come up on them before, but they like little nooks in the ground. We call them spy birds because they're often in like potholes, and they'll wait until you're pretty close, and then they'll fly away. And we joke around saying that they're spying on us.
And we're talking about in the roads. They'll just be in the road. You can't see them, and then right before you run them over, they take off, and they've got a nice little. They're gray, but they have a nice little white stripe on their wings, and it just seems like they're like doing surveillance.
Yeah. We don't really know exactly what color. This one was like brown and black marbled.
Okay.
And they're kind of short, and it makes me think, I thought I saw an owl, actually just right in back of us like a few weeks ago, and now I'm thinking that it was one of those.
Okay.
So anyways, that was awesome. Sometimes we talk about like wanting to put wood around our food forest, just in permaculture in general. And so if anyone's wondering like, well, where do you get the wood unless you have to cut it down? Rainy season. Things will fall on their own because their roots get saturated, or they're old, or got eaten out by ants or termites.
Yeah, and there's always,
then you use that and distribute.
And there's always spare branches and stuff because you're trimming and pruning all year.
Yeah, but it's a joke because things fall down during rainy season, and then you can use it.
Yeah.
So what else tends to, well, everything kind of falls and gets soggy, and so you have to like cut things back. And so what was cool is we have our katook falling into our little pathways, and so we were able to eat some of that for lunch today. That was awesome. Ken's checking the time, but I only have 2 more things to say, 3 actually. So We have papayas growing in our main garden, and I won't go into the super details of that, but
Except that they look awesome.
They are
look
looking great.
Awesome. They look great.
But they're doing so awesome that we were worried, so we had them staked up so that they wouldn't fall down with all this rain, because that would be sad. And then I saw two interesting things this week. Some guy on, I subscribe to all sorts of emails and accounts and whatever for all of this stuff, and some guy has a veggie database, and I think it's US related. If you're interested in that, I can find it and send you the information. And then I saw a super sexy vertical garden on Instagram today, and I went to it, and so it was sexy. This is like permaculture pinup worthy vertical garden. But then I thought, I'm like, oh, how are they doing that? Like, is that pods? And it was pods. And so the thing that I don't like about the pod system of vertical gardening is that then you're reliant on whoever makes those pods for your system. And, if we're running into problems with, or like if we just want to think about sustainability in general, like it might be nice if you could just use dirt. That you find around you. So for us, I don't think that we'll go with that system, even though it's really pretty and artistic. If you live in the city, it might be something good for you. And I can post that in the comments later on, but we're out of here. We're going to go try and make it safely to the ferry. Hopefully have a safe journey in general.
Have a wonderful weekend. See you next week on
And
Farm
hi, Ryan.
Talk Friday.
And Mary. Okay, ciao, everyone.